What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. And in this one, it's a special one. This one is a find that I found at none other than Ross. It is NECA's E.T. It is NECA, right? Hold on. Let's not say something that we're not supposed to say. It is NECA, right? You know what? Yes, it is NECA. I don't know why I doubted myself. But yes, it's NECA. NECA's E.T. that I got for $20 instead of $35. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This is a cool looking one. Why? Because I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. I did a short on this, but it's E.T. and Elliott with bicycle. That's really nice. Features motorized pull back and go action. That is what I'm interested in. I want to see how that's going to work. And let's show you the back. That is it. That's how he looks. Boom, boom. He has the blanket over him like that. He doesn't have this look. The whole hooded cape look is just the hood look, which is fine with me. I'm not that big of an E.T. fan. I grew out of E.T. really quick when I was young because he was just weird. He was doing weird things. He looked weird. What really freaked me out was when he was like really sick and he like drunk some beer or something. He was sick at the pond or something. And that was like, all right, man. He was looking like a sausage, uncooked. It was, what was going on? I need to watch it again just because. But yeah, and show my kid this dude. Show him E.T. because he needs to know E.T. phone home. He needs to know this. It's part of his history. But other than that, I'm not an E.T. fan. I'm glad they didn't even try to do E.T. or reboot it or what have you. It's just, I'm glad. They just left it alone. Okay. So here we are with this. It shows you right here, you can firmly grip motor sides, pull back 1/2 foot, release, and watch it go. Bring the magic and excitement of E.T., the extraterrestrial, into your world as your friendship with E.T. grows. Relive all of his earthly encounters or look to the stars and create your own unforgettable interactive adventures with E.T. The possibilities are endless. Are they really? Are they really? 40th anniversary of E.T. Okay. And there's the barcode in case you want to try to find it somewhere else if you can't find it at Ross. But they had quite a few at Ross when I found this. And there we are. Figure and motor assembly instructions. And then it has a backdrop. That's another thing, too. It has a backdrop. Look at that. That right there is the backdrop. Now, how he fits on the backdrop, that's something that is yet to be seen. So we'll find that out. Okay. Let's look at it on the inside. There he is with the backdrop. I just need to see, I see holes in the backdrop. I just need to find out how that's going to work with the figure. So interesting. I am intrigued to find out how this is going to work. So we're going to find this out together. I'm going to open this thing up and let's have some fun. Let's do it. And here is little Elliott and E.T. out of the packaging. And I have their stuff out as well. Now, these things came with it. I don't know what they're exactly for. I guess to hold the wheels. Let's see if we can get this without looking at. Hold the wheels, maybe. And then on top of that, it gave me these hooks. It gave me 2 of those. 2 hooks. And then it gave me these holes. I mean, these pegs that I guess are supposed to put inside the holes of the backdrop. We'll find out how that works in a moment. We'll also show you what the backdrop looks like. Right here. Holes. And you would just fold this out like a display for a picture or a diploma. And you would just be on it somehow. So we'll figure that out in a moment. Let's take a look at Elliott and E.T. Oh yeah, here's the motor. And yes, you just bring it back some and it, like that, see that? And this rolls too. It helps it roll, but it doesn't roll that far. I've tried it. It doesn't. Oh, it doesn't roll that far. You just gotta. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's take a look at Elliott, NET. This is good. This is really good. I like that we can turn this. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I was like, man, this can be dismantled. But okay. Put that in there and there. But you can still turn it, and it's all good. It doesn't have, it stays in there. It's not like it's going to move out. The legs don't move because he's basically a statue. Head doesn't move. His likeness is cool. Yep. And good sculpting. NECA did a good job with that. It's got the red and white sneaks straight up from that time period. Red and white bike. The wheels, of course, move as they should because they have to roll. But you can't pedal. You can't do anything with the chain. And you can't adjust the seat. But wait a minute. What is this? Now, I was wondering if you can take his hands off. Oh, you can take his hands off. I thought about that. So if you can do that, that means you definitely can put on another figure if you're feeling froggy that way. If you want to put another figure on, you have that capability. Also, it's got a hole here. So I guess, okay, I know what that's for. That's for this. That's what that's for. So we just figured that out. Nice. Let's take a look at E.T. Okay, he looks kind of cute on this one. He's an ugly thing, but it looks cool right here. The blue eyes, he doesn't freak me out as much. Can you take him out the basket? Yes! That's what I'm talking about. So if you give it to somebody else, you can just take the basket. Well, you can't take the basket off unless you take this out, but you don't want to do that. Because it's going to look weird to have this and no E.T. And you can't take this off unless you break it, unless you get two of them and just break that off. And now I got a bike. Like, why would you want to do that? So you got a regular classic bike and, you know, maybe do some stunt work or something on the bike, you know, pretend you're on that movie Premium Rush with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, where he was a deliverer on the bikes and he had no brakes on his because he thought it slowed himself down. Hey, the tassels move. But this is a nice accessory here, man. I mean, this is nice and cool. You don't have to have ET at all. This man can be delivering milk. You can have, where is my, here we go. I'm going to bring this back out. So this right here would kind of be somewhat from his time period. Not really. And then he is a deliverer of milk, butter. He just came from the store. We also got some pop. There you go. And there, he is delivering some stuff to the home. Or you just went to the store, and there you have it. He is now transporting. That's what I'm talking about, man. You don't have to have ET in here. You don't have to do it. That's what I'm talking about. But he does feel good, though. This is a nice, soft, and he's tough plastic, but you can squeeze it. That's nice. So you can have him sitting somewhere. Him and Yoda can have a talk. You know, E.T. phone home is like, weird you are. Let's bring this stuff out. Put him back in there. Let's showcase him while we can, while he's here. He's here to be showcased. Give him some respect. All right, now I got to figure out what to do with these things here. They did not give you any instructions. I hate that. Give me some instructions. What do I do with all of these different pegs, man? Okay, I think it's these. I don't know what to do with this. I guess to keep him standing up. Like, so you put the, if you would just have him, there we go. Have him just standing by himself. Obviously, that's what that's for, right? Obviously. Yes. Okay, but he's still moving. No, that doesn't do it. If you want him like this, he can't, it doesn't balance. Or maybe that was just me. Maybe there's uneven right here. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You get it. Maybe I can just adjust the camera. Why am I struggling? Why am I struggling? Let's adjust the camera. Boom. There you go. Solid. So that's him. That's one down. All right, so we know what that goes. These have to go somewhere else. All right, let's move him out. Let's figure this thing out. Hold on. I'm trying to hold on, dude. Trying to make them stand off camera. Apologize. Okay, so I think I have it. And I do apologize for the noise if you heard any of the last part of the video. I had a fan going. But anyway, this it looks like this is how it has to be. So you put the pegs in there, and it has a little stopper on the back of the peg if you saw it. And then you just put these on here, and I guess these right here will clip onto the bike. So if that's it, then it should be fairly simple to do something like that. Yeah, we're going to have to do it off camera because I believe I will be struggling. Yep, so we'll do that and I'll come back. Okay, so I took it out because NECA's mechanics, man. This stuff is brittle. You got to be careful because putting this inside the hooks, you have to do it from back here, and you got to get the leverage, and you got to make sure you don't push too hard on the kid, push too hard on the bike. It's a lot. So I said all that to say that I broke this thing and I had to glue it back, as you can tell. But I did find out where these hooks go. These hooks go on, as I looked at the back of the box, it showed that the hooks go, of course they go right there, but the hooks go on the bike like this. One on the red part, the vertical part, one on the slanted part. That's it. That's how it goes. And then you just slide the tube in there. And hopefully it goes in there like it's supposed to. But we're going to do that later because it should be dry enough. But I'm just going to show you this little thing right here that does not work. Watch this. They say you're supposed to pull it back. I showed you that, right? Foolishness. Watch this. How is he supposed to do it? Is this why it was so cheap? Because it doesn't work? How is that supposed to work? Oh, wow. It's just too heavy. Really? That's lame. So he's really a tricker too? Wow. And he moves pretty quick. But look, man. You mean to tell me? Okay. We got something. There we go. We fixed it. Somehow. I don't know how, but we did it. Okay. But there you go. It's gimmicky as all get out, but there, it works. Now, let's get this thing on the backdrop and let's end this video. Okay, there he is. Yeah, he's tilted. You may not be able to tell how from this angle here on the camera, but he's tilted. It's not like he's upright. Look, check this out. This is how you would think he would be, but no, it doesn't hold like that. You're basically relying on this wheel to hold him up. That's how he looks. So he looks kind of straight, but he's not. It works. It does. But like I said, it's like that. It's the wheel is holding him up. So let's, and this flap here for the display doesn't hold. It doesn't go all the way flat. I don't know what that's about. Maybe we can put a weight in there. I don't know. It's not, but it doesn't hurt. It's fine. But that's it. There's Elliott and E.T. in their full glory. Oh, man, the mechanism. So you got to be careful with that. The plastic pieces, they will break. This, it does roll if you get a good enough surface and have the bike on properly, not too much weight to the front or whatever. I don't know, but it worked somehow, Anyway, that's it. That's it for this. I like it. I do. I'm just going to have him on these things. And I may keep this. I guess I'll put it somewhere where it can be displayed. And that's it, really. I think it's a good find. Pretty cool find. If you find this in Ross, grab it. If anything, you'll have a bike. But be careful when you're pushing on everything, because some of the stuff will break. NECA stuff will break. And look, they're just not very good at engineering certain things for articulation. So that stuff will break, but everything else works fine. Just like with Casey Jones' bike, that thing broke when I was trying to put his hand on there. Don't do it. Oh, check this out. His hand articulates. Why would it need to articulate? But it does. This is weird. Does his arm move too? Why are we finding out new things at the end of the video? Looks like his arm moves. His arm can move. Wait a minute, because his head moved too? It does. Okay. He does have some articulation. His knees just don't do it because he's definitely a statue. So his arms, he can look up and down. I'm glad I found this at the very end because I was definitely about to end this video. But yes, he can weirdly look up, look around. That's nice. I can dig that. Yeah. Or look up. But this part, I'm not understanding what this is for. It's not like it adjusts to where it goes higher. Because maybe if you have him on doing a wheelie or something, maybe that's still not working out for me. I don't know what that's about. It's not like this thing adjusts. It doesn't have many moving parts. So why would he need to do this? Why would his arms need to move? Maybe if you want to put him on something else, put him on a different bike. That's what you can do. Put him on a motorcycle. Maybe that can work. Whatever. You see the possibilities. I'm going to end it just like that. Us finding out all the different things that he has. There should be nothing else hidden. There are no sounds, no lights. That's pretty much it. So, okay. We are good. E.T. and Elliott with bicycle from NECA. Found at Ross. Have fun collecting, folks. Because collecting is fun. Later days.
Sing, sing.